Hi there and welcome to Juicy Celeb Talks. Dolores Catania has been stirring the pot with her latest comments, doubling down on her heated outburst against Teresa Giudice. Get ready for all the juicy details as we dive into why Dolores feels so strongly and how her stance is causing new drama. On the Real Housewives of New Jersey, meanwhile, despite Kenya Moore's candid remarks, Teresa Giudice isn't getting booted from the show. We'll also spill the tea on Teresa's real thoughts about her husband, Luis Ruelas, and the behaviors that are unsettling her daughter, Gabriella. And don't miss out on Teresa's updates about her daughter's desire to stay out of the spotlight while attending school. Stay tuned for all the sizzling drama as Dolores Catania finally breaks her silence and stirs up the Real Housewives of New Jersey pot. Dolores Catania is causing a stir after confronting Teresa Giudice in a shocking showdown that left fans reeling. Dolores called Teresa out over her husband Luis Ruelas' disturbing comments about Margaret Josephs' son. While Luis faced backlash for his insensitive remarks, Teresa defended him, a move that didn't sit well with Dolores. Reflecting on the situation, Dolores admitted, "I knew when I watched it back, I'd have that 'oh no, this is going to be a thing' feeling." She explained that her reaction was instinctive, driven by a mix of concerns: first, that Luis would face backlash, and second, that his comment shouldn't have been made in the first place. In Dolores' words, "It was one of the most intense experiences of my life. I was completely unrecognizable, and I probably won't be posting any pictures because even Facetune couldn't help me." Despite the tension, she acknowledged that Teresa and Luis are now happily together, which is sweet, but added, "I'm just glad Frank's not living with David anymore. Oh yeah, thank God." Dolores stood firm, making it clear that she wasn't going to back down, and she accused Teresa of not taking responsibility for her husband's behavior. Speaking on Jason Tartick's Trading Secrets podcast, Dolores didn't hold back, confessing that she knew the fallout was coming but felt compelled to speak up. She described her response as an instinctive reaction, insisting she was just being a true friend. "It's not easy," she said. "She's not used to this. She's not cut from this cloth." The big question remains, why didn't Teresa have an issue with Jackie Goldschneider meeting with Luis X? Dolores pointed out that as long as Teresa harbors a dislike for Margaret, Jackie gets a pass. She even claimed that Teresa said Jackie wasn't her friend, and that's why it didn't matter as much. "I was never friends with Jackie," Teresa reportedly said, which Dolores found perplexing considering the history of alliances and betrayals on the show. When asked if Jackie was behind the infamous video leak, Dolores candidly replied, "I don't know who did it, Andy. I honestly can't say. Was the video meant for just the ex, or was it intended for the public? She said she didn't, so I have to say, unless proven otherwise, I don't know."
The pressure of being the neutral party caught between her longtime friend Teresa and her new buddy Margaret Josephs has been weighing on Dolores. She's adamant about not choosing sides, even if it means getting caught in the crossfire. Dolores is making it clear she's not afraid to stir the pot and shake things up, which promises to bring some seriously spicy drama to the table. Dolores commented on the precarious nature of being a housewife, saying, "When a contract doesn't get renewed, terminated, whatever, they burn down the house. They go after Bravo. You're very diplomatic, and you get along with everyone. Yeah, that's the secret. How did I get to this beautiful life? I was always thankful. Always. No matter how our termination date happens, because everyone has an expiration date. As a housewife, did I ever belong on TV? I should have been a housewife from the start, and there's nothing wrong with that. But where did I fit? I would leave gracefully, with a lot of gratitude, because this has done so much. Jennifer Aydin chimed in, expressing her thoughts on how the drama is far from over, even though the season has ended. The tension between Danielle Cabral and Jennifer Aydin in the Real Housewives of New Jersey season finale was so intense that it almost led to a producer having to step in. Danielle's outburst at Jennifer was extreme, almost resulting in her getting kicked out of the show. Was it just a one-time thing? Jennifer was asked. No, it lasted for over 2 months, she revealed. I want you to forgive me, she added, recounting how she had to follow her husband to Miami to keep tabs on him because she didn't trust him. Fast forward to the end of the season, and while Jennifer was off on vacation with Teresa, the rest of the cast, including Danielle and Melissa Gorga, attended a fan event where they threw more shade. When asked if Jennifer was as awful as she seemed on TV, Lisa didn't hold back, calling her a first-class jerk. Meanwhile, Danielle defended her actions, claiming she hit Jennifer in self-defense, and even seemed to enjoy the ongoing drama. Fans, however, are growing tired of the constant toxicity. Social media is buzzing with criticism, calling out Danielle and Melissa for their lack of remorse and accusing Bravo of glorifying violence. Some fans have even compared Danielle to Joe Gorga, criticizing both for their aggressive behavior. The drama isn't confined to the screen anymore, with fans questioning whether the ongoing antics mean the show needs a serious overhaul. If the end of this season is any indication, the show isn't cooling down anytime soon. The tension reignited among the cast, and when they left the trip, they were stronger than ever. But the question remains, will Teresa Giudice return for the next season? Dolores' ex-husband, Frank Catania, dropped a bombshell, suggesting that Teresa might not be coming back. However, before fans start mourning the loss of the OG, the latest rumors suggest Teresa hasn't been shown the door just yet. Teresa Giudice is arguably the most recognizable housewife across all franchises. Rumors have circulated that she's being asked to leave rather than being fired, which has caused a lot of speculation. Dolores added, "I've heard the same thing." As you know, Teresa being asked to leave is a big deal. She's changed since Luis came around, but it's a shame because I see Teresa going somewhere else. She's just not herself anymore. That's not the Teresa I know.
No casting decisions have been made for season 15, and Teresa's spot isn't officially up for grabs. Producers aren't even going to start talking about casting until early 2025. Still, Teresa has been fueling the fire with a cryptic Instagram post that had fans buzzing. Her message about doors closing and trusting the change seemed like a not-so-subtle hint that she might be on her way out. But Teresa has made it clear she's only leaving if Bravo tells her to. So, is Teresa out or staying? The jury's still out, and we're left hanging, wondering if we'll see the OG back in the Garden State or if Real Housewives of New Jersey is about to get a major shake-up. Teresa's husband, Luis, who recently faced backlash for his nasty comment about Margaret Josephs' son, is also stirring up trouble at home. You know what? Dolores said. I hope Margaret and her family get through this. I hope her son doesn't suffer the way I did, the way others in our family have suffered. Luis has also been having problems with his social media blunders. He's been accidentally tagging their daughter Gabriella, who is super private and doesn't even have a public Instagram. Teresa revealed on her Turning the Tables podcast that Gabriella gets furious when Luis makes these social media mistakes. She gets really upset, Teresa laughed. Luis always apologizes, but he doesn't seem to get that Gabriella wants to keep her life off the grid. Gabriella, who's not keen on the spotlight, allowed Bravo to film her getting ready for school but didn't let them into her actual school life. Unlike her sister Gia, who is all about the limelight and influencing, Gabriella prefers to keep things low-key. Teresa is fully supportive of her daughter's privacy, making sure Gabriella's boundaries are respected, despite Luis' social media missteps and questionable comments. Meanwhile, Teresa Giudice has a bit more sympathy for Luis, admitting on a podcast that she feels bad for him dealing with all the drama. "Yeah," she said. "I'm worried about him. I'm worried about Jackie too, because, looking back at the whole season, I haven't understood a single thing she's done."